if you think that we don't have homeless, look around, go and visit, talk to people, because we have a tremendous amount of homeless. We are serving, for us, yearly, Oasis serves about 400 women and children in our shelter. And as a 60 bed capacity, that means that we stay full all the time. And we're no different than the other shelters. Across our 7 counties, we have about 300 beds that are capable of serving the homeless. And they are constantly full. Because we are serving those special groups. We're serving the mentally ill, we're serving veterans, we're serving children who have lived in foster care all their lives and are now aging out and have no place to go. So there are a lot of individuals who need our help, and we're not able to serve them because we don't have enough space. The other problem that we have is that we don't have enough affordable housing. When we are working with someone, we're generally working with someone that has a history of not being able to maintain housing for many different reasons. If you are living in a domestic violence situation, or you are living with an addiction issue, then you haven't been able to maintain your rental history very well. So when it comes time to be able to get housing, there's not a lot available. So the Homeless Council has been charged with the task of being able to make the community aware of what's out there and what the issue is, what we need, what our resources are, and to be able to come together and work together. A lot of times people think that there are turf issues. And I want to say, for our area, for our 7 counties, and for Davis County especially, that is not the case. We come together and we work together so well when there are issues that need to be taken care of. This community seems to rally every time that there is a problem. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because there is a problem. There's a problem with the amount of homeless that we have, and there's a problem with the fact that we don't have enough resources to serve them. The Kentucky Housing Corporation has charged that we, every year in January, we have to do what's called a point-in-time count, or a K count. And that is a 24-hour count that gives them a picture of who's homeless and what's available for them any given day. So in Davis County, the Homeless Council has started doing a resource rally on that day, and we come together, all of the agencies who serve the homeless come together, and we invite people who are homeless, near homeless, or precariously housed to come to that fair and get resource information. We have personal care bags, we have people doing haircuts and different things like that, to get them interested and get them to the table so that we know who they are, and if they're not housed somewhere, maybe we can possibly find a resource for them. So we have started to come up with a really good idea for how to do this. The problem is that we know that all 7 counties are having this issue. We know that all 7 counties have homeless, and that there are people out there who need our help, who need our resources, and they're not getting those. When I have passed out the count for the last 3 years, and when you look at that count, when that goes back to Kentucky Housing Corporation, it looks like we really don't have a huge issue, because I think 4 of our 7 counties report that they have 0 homeless. Now, that's not because they don't have homeless, and it's not because they didn't want to tell someone that they didn't have homeless. It's because we're not getting that out to them. We're not doing the survey well enough in all 7 counties to be able to give Kentucky Housing Corporation a clear view of exactly what we're working with. because I know we have advocates, Oasis has advocates in all 7 counties. And I know that we're dealing with homeless every day. And one of the issues that we have is that our shelter is specifically for women and children and men who are victims of domestic violence. So that means if they're not victims of domestic violence, then we can't serve them. And if all the other shelters are full, then they can't serve them either. And in order to be able to have Kentucky Housing Corporation to understand that and be willing to funnel money to our area to be able to enhance the resources that we have to show them the need. We have to show them a true picture of what's really going on. So the reason that I was asked to come today was to ask that we have those resources that are in all 7 counties to come to the table. The Homeless Council has a meeting every month, the second Tuesday of every month, and we meet at the Western Campus here in Davis County. And I know that every county can't come to that, and every agency who's working in that county cannot come to that. But ideally, we would love to have a specific person, a point person for every county that works with the agencies who are working with your homeless and near homeless to come to that meeting and get that information and start working with us so that we can reach out to all 7 counties, so that we can reach out to all the people that we know are out there who need our help, and so that we can get those resources out to them, and we can get a true picture to the Kentucky Housing Corporation and be able to enlist their help to get more funding in our areas, to get more resources for the homeless, and to ultimately be able to eradicate the problem of homelessness. We have to be able to work with them, and we have to be able to bring them to the table to give them the resources that we have available in order to help them to clean up their credit, to be job ready, to be able to get out there and be in our community, and be able to work and hold jobs and get rental properties and all of those things. But if we can't get them to the table and they're still trying to survive because they're living in a tent down on the riverbank, then they're not going to be able to do those things. And we know that. And a lot of people believe that the people who are homeless is their fault. That it's because they choose to be that way, or because they don't want to work, or because they don't want to help themselves. These are things that we hear all the time. And the Homeless Council works very diligently to erase that thought, because that's not it at all. When you've been down for so long and your self-esteem is so low, then it's really hard to know what's the next right step to get me to where I need to go. And a lot of times they just give up. So we want to reach out to them and be able to give them those resources and to help them and give them a hand up so that they are in our community and they are resourceful and they are helping out this community. Because what we know is the people that stay in our shelters, the people that actually get the resources, the people that get the training that we have to offer, they're out there working now. They're out there in the shelters giving back. They're out there telling other homeless people what can be done and how they can help themselves. And that's what we want to happen in all 7 counties. So what I'm asking is if you would please come to the table. Come to the table and help us so that we can show a true picture of all 7 counties.